What's up, YouTube? And I'm back again with another video.
It's my life, my life, my life. Maya Andrea. It's my life, my life, my life. Maya Andrea. It's my life.
Okay, you guys, let's get into this wig right now. This wig is giving me life. I don't know why this light is making my foundation look lighter than what it is, but trust me, it goes along with my skin very well. Yes, the baby is fleeky boo. I did this myself. It came out looking great. Like, it's amazing. New hair color me. Stay tuned for this hair tutorial because right now as we speak, I'm putting in the work. I'm editing the video. It's a long video. And yeah, stay tuned. But let's get right into the video. Okay, guys. So today I really just wanted to give you guys like a story time. Because I feel like my story times, I got so many stories because I've done a lot. Like nothing crazy because I'm a type person to be down for whatever if I know it's crazy. So, no, it's okay. Period. But yeah, like I have a lot of stories that I can tell that can be, you know, relatable to y'all, or it can be like a lesson for me to tell y'all, and it can be a lesson for y'all as well, to, you know, to not do certain things and to watch out for certain people. But yeah, anyways, let's get right into the story time. So this story time is about, you know, a time in the summertime, because, you know, in high school, I used to, like, every summer there was like a, you know, a little get together in Central Park. And, you know, I would link up with some of my friends and we would go to Central Park, have a good time. And I'm gonna be honest, like, I wasn't even 21 back then, if y'all read between the lines. And I was drinking. I was having a good time, but I didn't drink to an excess because I was never a drinker. I don't even like to drink. But I was drinking, having a good time, you know, having a good time with my friends. But yeah, this story took place in Central Park. And, you know, I was excited because, like I said, every year or like 3 years in a row, it was a little get together in the park, and me and my friends got invited to, and we went, and, you know, etc., etc. So, you know, the day came, got dressed, and, you know, I hit up my friends like, oh, y'all ready to go to this get together in Central Park? Like, what are we doing? Are we, you know, because y'all know how with friendships with y'all friends, y'all will link up with somebody before y'all go to a party, because y'all never want to walk into a party by yourself, because walking into a party and it's dark, or like in general it can be light or dark, you walk in and it just feel awkward because all the eyes are on you. So I don't know if that's a New York thing or everybody does that, but I know a lot of people from here, that's how we are. Like, we go into parties and stuff like that with somebody. We don't never just go in by ourselves. So yeah, like, I'm hitting them up. I'm like, okay, what are we doing? Are we linking before we go to Central, or are we just, am I just linking one person and then we're gonna get on a train and head there and go have fun and stuff like that and meet up with everybody else once we get there? So I meet up with my friend, which is a female, but I met up with my friend. We got on a train. This friend was like my sister, so I was, of course, I'm comfortable, I'm chilling, we having a good time, we joking, we couldn't wait to get there and have some fun. So, excuse me, my friend was a male, it wasn't even a female, because my female friend didn't go to this one this year. She went to the one last year. Well, my former friends, because I don't have no good friends right now, but at all, and I'm okay with that. But yeah, we get to Central. Me and my best friend at the time, we walk in Central and stuff like that. And I hit up my other best friend and told him like, oh, you want to pull up to the park because we having this and this and that. And mind you, while I'm doing that, we run into another friend that, you know, we not in school together, but we cheer on the same team because, you know, her school uses the same team as me. So it's like if y'all get what I'm saying, we know each other very well, on the same team, everything. So I even told her about the party because I think she was at her own get together in the same park. So I told her about the party. I said, if you're not doing anything else later or whatever, pull up on this side of Central Park because they're doing this and that and the third. So she said, okay, cool. She was like, okay, I'm gonna call y'all if anything, if I want to go to the party, and y'all gonna direct me to how to get there, or meet up with me, come get me, and then we go back to the party. So I said, okay, cool, let me know, call me, call so and so, let us know, and we'll just come get you if anything. Excuse me, sorry, COVID, but I don't have COVID, I'm just playing. But you know, me and my best friend get to the party, you know, greet everybody really just getting sauced up. And if you don't know what sauce means, drinking. I'm not talking to all my young heads same age as me, or a little younger or a little older. I'm talking about the old heads that don't know what that means. Already sauced, already having a good time, already, you know, doing certain things and preparing for the night. So we having a good time, we chilling, we vibing, we dancing, we talking, we just having a really good time, like enjoying life, period. No problems, no bad vibes, no nothing. So we get there, oh no, we already got there, sorry. So we there, you know, my best friend, my other former best friend, and his man pull up. So I'm like, okay, cool, this is about to be even more fun, be lit. And then on top of that, my friend called me that I was on a cheer team with. She calls me and she's like, I'm about to pull up on y'all right now. What side of the park are y'all at? Because if you're not from New York, Central Park is like it is the biggest park in New York, if I'm not mistaken. But she didn't know where we was. So I was like, oh, we're on this such and such side. Or I asked somebody, I was like, what side are we on? Because y'all know this park is big as hell. And I can't just say, oh, take a right, take a left, bust a left. Like, you actually got to give landmark directions. Like, if you see this statue, take a right. Or if you see this bathroom, take a right. Because it's like so many things in Central Park. You can't just give a one-sided answer. Like, no. So as she walked, I didn't really want her to walk by herself by this time. Because at this time, it was getting dark. It was, you know, Central Park at nighttime is a no by yourself. Like, everybody knows that. Like, you are not supposed to go into Central Park by yourself at night. Like, that's you're getting yourself into something that you're not prepared for. That's just a fact. But you know, we meet up with her because I said I didn't want her, you know, to come over to me and my friend, really friends, by ourselves. So I said, okay, cool, we're gonna meet up with you here. So stay on the phone with me, don't hang up. So, you know, I make sure you're okay and we can know where you are so we can meet up with you. Okay, cool, fine. So we meet up with her, come back to the party. And like I said, my former best friend and his man was already there. I told them, I don't know if they came or they stayed. Either one, it didn't matter. So we get back to the party, like I said, fun. With my friend, it was like a click thing with her. Like, that was my party buddy. Anytime I wanted to go out or do whatever, dance, whatever, she already knew what time it was, like, period. But, you know, we having a good time. And of course, when it gets that, you know, when the time start hitting, it's like, all right, the cops is in the park to make sure nothing's going on. You know, it's getting kind of late. When is everybody going home? So I guess we party at that time. Like I said, we partied, had a little bit more fun with my friend. We met up with my friend and brought her to the party. That was about 8-9 o'clock. So it was already starting to get late. Not super late, but it was getting late in the evening. Like, it's starting to get to midnight. So I'm like, okay, I don't know how long this is going on, but okay, it's cool, it's fun. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna have a good time. So partying, having a good time, laughing. Like, I'm legit. My friend does a whole role into a split in the grass. Like, that's how lit it was and how fun it was. Like, and nobody was doing no dumb stuff, like messing with nobody, doing nothing they wasn't supposed to be doing. It was just pure fun. So now at this time, mind you, we got to this, I didn't even tell you at the time, I'm so sorry about that. But the time we got to the party, me and my best friend, former best friend, sorry, it was already like 6:37. By the time we got my friend, it was like 8:45, 9. Cool. So now, like I said, now it's almost midnight. Now everybody's trying to like pack it up, getting out the park. You know, everybody really going their separate ways because everybody else got somewhere to go after this. So I don't have nowhere else to go other than go home after this because, you know, I'm sorry, my camera cut off, but I'm gonna make this quick because I don't know how much space I have left to do this video. So let me get back to what I was saying. So everybody getting, you know, preparing to go home, go to another event that they were invited to after this. Like I said before, me, I didn't have nowhere to go after that. I was going just go home because it was already late anyways, and I wasn't like 21. I think I was 18. I was like 18, 17, but still it was late. It was dark in this park. Like, you don't know what can pop out. Like, that's literally, it's serious. Like, so, you know, everybody finished packing up at this point. It's almost 1. So me, I'm expecting, you know, my 2 best friends to make sure I get home and the house safe. Mind you, my 2 best friends were both males. So I'm like, okay, cool. Like, just like we always do, we make sure each other get home or whatever, call or whatever, right? So I made sure my friend got in a cab. My female friend got in a cab because she was throwing up. She was extremely drunk. Like, she was belligerent, belligerent. Like, she couldn't go nowhere by herself. So my best friend walked her to, I think, to try to get a cab or get on a train. She was throwing up. She threw up in the train station on the way home and everything. Like, it was bad. But, you know, my best friend came back and I was like, oh, mind you, we're on the west side of the park. And yeah, if y'all from New York, the west side of the park means the west side trains. And the west side trains mean the 1, the 2, 3, the 5. Those are the trains. Like, so really the 5 don't really connect until the 5 is on the 6 line, but you know, the 5 does go on the west side as well. But yeah, like, no, I could say not in Manhattan go on the west side. Like, the 2 and the 5 connect on 149th Grand Concourse, so I might want to say the 5 go on the west side, but the 1, 2, and the 3 on the west side. A, B, C, D trains, B trains, F trains, that's the west side. So I don't have no way to get home. So I'm expecting, like, in order for me to get home, I would literally have to go outside the park, because I'm not walking through the park to get home. That's enough. So I would have to walk outside the park, walk all the way around, walk down the block, walk out the park, take a right. I would have to walk all the way down many blocks, find like a little opening, because if y'all know, like a little opening that, you know, traffic is going through and like where people can walk. So I had to walk all the way down the block, take a right, follow through in that little pathway to get on the east side. So I'm like, I don't really want to go home by myself because, you know, I'm a female. It's 1:30 in the morning, almost 2 by now. And mind you, we didn't even leave straight after this party. Like, people are still like getting themselves together, trying to see what we was going to do, if we was going to chill in the park a little bit more or we was just going to go home. So we chilled in the park a little bit more. Like, we walked, we sat down, we were still talking about certain stuff. And, you know, then we started walking outside of the park. So my best friend, not even knowing, because I'm the type of person, if I'm coming with somebody somewhere to a party, I'm leaving with that person. I'm not going to leave that person for somebody else. No. Especially if it's somebody I didn't even come with. Whoever I came with, I leave with. Period. That's how I feel. That's always how I feel. I'm not leaving nobody behind. So, Because God forbid if something was to happen to somebody, that would be on me. Like, I left this person by themselves and not even caring, what could happen. So at the end of the day, they want to know they left the house with me, and now they coming back in the house without me. You get what I'm saying? So my best friend leaves with my other best friend and his man. They left me. Went whatever. Sorry guys, I moved the camera. But went wherever they went. And I was just like y'all left me, bro. Like, y'all didn't leave me with strangers, because these are also my acquaintances, my friends as well, that I'm cool with. But the principle is, like, y'all are my friends' friends. I hang out with y'all all the time. Sorry you guys, my camera cut off again, but it's the end of the story. But like, I'm like, y'all really gonna leave me, bro? Like I said, it wasn't with people that was like strangers or anything. I know these people. I go to school with them, or I'm on a team with them. So it's nothing major. But at the same time, like, when I go home, I don't go home with them. I go home with y'all because we are like friends. We are like family, right? So why are y'all leaving me? Cool. So after that, I stayed in the park with the people I knew. We were still talking, still vibing, and stuff like that. And we was at the end of the park, and I was still with them, and they was trying to figure out, like, mind you, these people I speak to every day, so it's not like we're like acquaintances. We're friends. So they're telling me, they're like, oh, like, where did your other friends go? Like, are you okay? What direction you walking? Are you going home? Do you want to come with us? Like, what you trying to do? So I'm like, I'm very sketchy on people. I'm very, like, cautious. Like, I don't fully know people to the extent I know myself. So I'm like, I'm not getting in a cab, especially with all boys. It was mad boys there. It was females there as well, but it was more boys than females. So I'm like, I'm not about to get in a cab of all boys that is going to Dykeman. My house is completely the other direction from Dykeman. Why am I going to Dykeman? I don't know nobody in Dykeman. I wasn't invited to nothing in Dykeman, so I'm not going to Dykeman. No disrespect, but I'm just saying I don't have nothing to do in Dykeman. So why am I going with y'all? That's a no. And I was telling them, but they kept asking me. They was like, you sure you're gonna be all right walking down this block by yourself? Because it is dark and Central Park is dangerous. Like, they just kept asking me, and the other girls I knew as well was just like, how you getting home? You be all right? Like, you sure you don't want to get in the cab with us? And I was just like, nah, y'all could go ahead, because I'll be all right. I'll let y'all know when I get home. So I proceed to walk down. Like I said, once you exit the park on the west side, you take a right. And I proceeded to do that. Get out the park, take a right, walk down. I had to walk down so many blocks to get to a pathway for traffic. And people who walk on the side. Like, I had to walk mad blocks. And mind you, it's 2 o'clock now. 2 in the morning. So I'm walking by myself, and I'm on the phone with my friend. I'm like, girl, like, I'm really walking this whole thing by myself. Like, and at first I called, my boyfriend at the time. I called him, and I was just like, I'm walking this thing by myself. Can you stay on the phone with me? He was like, no, I don't want to stay on the phone. So I said, okay, cool. So I called my friend, and my friend at the time, and I was just like, can you stay on the phone with me, because I'm walking all this way by myself. Like, I need somebody to at least stay on the phone with me, because if I was to tell my mother this story, or tell my mother I'm walking by myself from the west side of Central Park, she would have got a cab for me, or came and got me, for a fact. I don't even have to doubt that. So I was just like, okay, cool. So I'm walking. I don't even get to the east side until, like, and I'm telling you, God was protecting me, because, like, I didn't even get on the east side until 3 o'clock in the morning, because I was footing it. Yes, I was, because I'm walking by myself. It's dark. It's almost 2:30 in the morning. I gotta get to wherever I need to get. I'm not about to take trains that don't go towards my house when I could just walk to the train. I know. So I walked to the train, got to the train station. Train had a delay. Had to wait for that train to come. And then I finally got on the train. Of course, the train at that street I was on, I think I was on like 96 or 86th Street. And by the time, you know, waiting for that train to get on the train is like, you know, 30 to 40 minutes long to get back to, you know, my area. So I'm on the train. I was just like, yo, bro, never again. Because I'm like, yo, my friends dead left me. Nobody even made sure I made it home safe. Everybody was just, you know, the people I came with, everybody was just worrying about them, what they was doing and stuff like that. And I'm just like, bro, are you serious? Like, how can you do that? Because I can't do stuff like that. I can't flat leave somebody like I just said and go with somebody that I didn't even come to the party with. I'm not leaving my friend for you, even if we are friends too. I'm not leaving my friend. That's it. You're gonna feel how you want to feel, take it however you want to take it, but I'm not leaving my friend. Period. But yeah, the moral of that story time, guys, is to really like tell you, make sure you reevaluate your circle. You pay attention to who you have in your circle, because a lot of these people out here really got masks on. Not even trying to disrespect nobody. This is real talk. Like, a lot of people have, like, they may seem like they're gonna be your friend for so long, and it doesn't end up that way. Like, if you know what I'm saying. Like, a lot of people are just not meant to be there in your life, and we miss the signs of that. We ignore that because we always be like, oh, like, this person ain't gonna do that to me because you knew me for this amount of years long, or this person ain't gonna do that to me because, you know, we went through this and that and the third together. Like, all of that don't mean nothing. And definitely that night, I was starting to see a lot of stuff. And up until recently, like I said, I just chose to really be by myself. Because I can have friends, I can have people I can talk to. I just choose not to speak to nobody. Because, like I said, I'm really trying to focus on me. And there's a lot of situations that I put myself in that I didn't deserve to be in. And a lot of situations I was treated that I didn't deserve to be treated. Because a lot of things can just be, you know, solved over conversation. Period. That's always forever going to be how I feel. But it is what it is. I hope you guys enjoyed this story time. That story was crazy. I got more story times for y'all. I have more crazy stuff going on. So please, 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 please stay tuned. And it's just, we're going up. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Even share my channel. If you share me, I share you. Please let me know what you're doing for yourself. Because like I said, I broadcast anybody. I don't care what type of platform. Even if I'm lower than low or higher than high, I'm helping whoever I can help. I don't care. But yeah, watch whoever's in your circle. And that's just all I gotta say. Thank you guys. Peace and May family.